And, we've got some wind associated with the storm system, but not a lot of rainfall. It's been so dry for so long. This air mass over California right now, even though the system is actually incredibly cold, so it really does put a squeeze on the atmosphere, there's just not much to squeeze out of it. So even though temperatures right now are in the upper 50s and lower 60s, all we've really taken out of the system so far is a few scattered showers here and there. The winds are ample right now at about 5 to 15 in general. However, some sustained winds are at 20, 25 miles per hour, but no wind advisories, no flash flood watches, nothing like that. So for a winter system, not packing a big punch. Lower 60s in Santa Maria tomorrow. You'll note that the winds are already returning back out of the south. The low troughs past us to the south, and the wraparound starts. And we're not going to see much in the way of additional rainfall once we get through this evening. But then later on Tuesday, we could see an opportunity to pick up a little bit more rainfall, a little, and the best chance is going to be south of San Luis Obispo and Santa Maria. So you're looking at temperatures in the mid-60s for San Luis tomorrow. Interesting to note, tonight in the deeper interior, freezing conditions are possible. There's the rotation around the low. You can see some snow in the Sierra. The snow level is at about 4,000 feet, so pretty decent resort snows. But again, if we're looking at the radar here, we're finding a little activity up in the Cayucas area. There was some along the Cuesta Grade today. There's more just off the 166, but a lot of this stuff is falling in largely rural areas. And now we're getting into some of the drier air associated with the front. The juicier air is down here, but once the low starts spinning up in the base of the trough and we get a little bit of return flow, that could help the moisture supply side of the system. There you see this return flow trying to creep back in as we get into late tomorrow. And a lot of that would be across Santa Barbara County, Ventura County as well, the Montecito area, but we're not talking about a lot of rain. More off than on, and when it happens, the rain rates will be very low, and that's why we're not really worried about flash flooding here. So just taking a look at the modeling here, we're looking at only a few hundredths of an inch across much of the area. Maybe a few spots could maybe get to about a quarter of an inch. Interesting to note, after this system here tries to get some wraparound going, then the winds go offshore to close the week, so temperatures will rebound once again back up into the 70s, and we could even see 80 degrees in a few coastal valleys. So the forecast is for low to mid 60s here, with the overnight lows in the 30s near the coast and freezing conditions off in the deeper interior. There's no advisory for that, but I'm advising you right now, I think a few spots will freeze. So if you have particular freeze concerns out in the deep interior tonight, maybe not a bad night to take a few precautions here, because my forecast for San Miguel, Tascadero is all right around freezing. I don't think the low temperatures stay there really long, so in terms of the frost threat to plants and that sort of thing, I think it's minimal, but it's not zero. So the extended forecast here getting back up into the 70s, see San Luis Obispo into the middle 70s by the time we close this upcoming week. Karina, Richard, back to you.